Hi, I'm Anna Zobel, and I'm a Star Diamond Beachbody Coach. And today I'm going to talk about how to add more people to your network through personal contacts. This is something that I have done a lot and I've tried to focus on because I just noticed that that's something I'm better at. And sometimes you have to see that. You have to see, are you better at doing social media? Are you better at personal contacts? And then try to kind of increase your exposure in those areas to work on, work with your strengths, basically. So, um, so basically, first of all, you just have to think, more broadly about, who can you talk to on a daily basis. And I'll just give you some ideas. Like I've had personal contacts at the grocery store like with the cashier, like I've gotten their email address before on their receipt. I've had people at events. I've talked to people back when I was in college and I was like donating plasma. I'd talk to the techs there and like get their contact information. And some of my favorites were at Zumba. I love going to Zumba, sometimes just to kind of mix it up, but also mostly to find new people. And then like when I'm clothes shopping, with the attendants that are there, I'll tell them like, oh yeah, it's very easy to say like, well, I need to buy new clothes because I lost over 40 pounds. And so then they ask me how, and I kind of just talk to them about that way. And my favorite funny one was that I actually got the email of a girl that works at Cold Stone, which is an ice cream place, because I was buying my husband some ice cream, and I did get a little something for myself, and I was telling her, the way we started the conversation was that I said I wanted chocolate but not the gummy bears because to me chocolate was worth the calories. And so we talked about that. So there's lots of different ways to start the conversations. My favorite at Zumba is, because you're kind of like all in this big group and it's people that you don't know. And so if there's people that next to you that you don't know, then my favorite way to start the conversation is, and you can use this, it's kind of funny, is just like at the end of one of the songs, because it's all crazy, like you're all like swinging around and doing all these different moves. And so I actually say to the person next to me, oh, sorry, I hope I didn't bump into you because I'm kind of new at this and I'm kind of, don't know what my arms are even doing. And they laugh and then they start talking to you and stuff. And so you get their name. And then at the end, my other biggest tip is to have your smartphone there with the Facebook app on it. And I do most of my stuff on Facebook, and so I try to find them right there on Facebook. And that way I can show it to them, and I say, oh, is this you? And that way, if their name is spelled different, because I've also done it other ways before. I've gotten their emails, and that doesn't seem to work that great because people don't answer their emails that well. And I've also gotten where like I get their name that's, oh, I'll find you on Facebook. And then sometimes they don't, remember who I am by the time they find my Facebook request. So that's the best way that I've seen. And let's see, some of the other ideas. Oh, the other best way to invite them is by talking about Fit Club. If you have a Fit Club near you or you can start one, it's very easy to say, oh, hey, if I can find you on Facebook, I'll send you the address and information about this free workout that we have every week. And so that's what I've done. And actually, I had a friend that taught Zumba class, or still teaches Zumba class, but when she was doing it on her own, she actually let me, at one point I said, hey, I made sure that her days of teaching Zumba were not on the days that we had Fit Club. And then I asked her, hey, can I make an announcement at the end of your class that we're doing these free workouts on Wednesdays or whenever it was that we were doing it that year? And then I made the free announcement, and then I had a little piece of paper there for them to give me their email address. And then with that same Zumba instructor, I actually did one where it was almost like a shake and share. Like at the end of her class, I said, hey, I've got this Shakeology, I just made up probably 1 or 2 packets of Shakeology already made up, and I let people like pour into like little cups at the end of the Zumba class. And I said, hey, give me your email if you want to learn more about that. And so anyway, so I hope this starts making you think about different people you can talk to. Of course, I also get lots of people from work. I work at different hospitals. I try to just talk to coworkers. I'm not necessarily like talking to the patients very much about this stuff, and if you figure out some way to do that or whatever, but I usually just talk to my coworkers, and it comes up in natural conversation. And then also I also even get people from, like, when I go to the dentist, I try to talk around the stuff in my mouth. So I hope that gives you lots of ideas, and make sure you post a question below or give more ideas of how you have made in-person contacts with people. And I hope that helps. Thanks.